everywhere. Every sport's going crazy. I don't know what to expect. Like, it's FISE.
The crowd is absolutely ecstatic to watch you ride, and the whole atmosphere is absolutely unreal. It's so much fun.
The level of riding is so crazy throughout this entire series.
It's so very special because you don't see that anywhere else except for FISE.
Everywhere, every sport's going crazy. I don't know what to expect. Like, it's FISE.
The crowd is absolutely ecstatic to watch you ride, and the whole atmosphere is absolutely unreal. It's so much fun.
It's so very special because you don't see that anywhere else except for FISE.
Welcome everybody, and we are live here at the FISE World Series in Budapest, Hungary. For the first time, we are bringing our series live to you from the absolutely magnificent views and the amazing European city of Budapest. I am live here, Ryan Meyer, with none other than my co-host AJ Stein. AJ, man, how are you doing?
What's going on, Ryan? Just glad to be here in Budapest. It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of local riders, big park today. Really looking forward to the event.
Okay, so we're actually going to get right into things. We're a little bit delayed due to the BMX Pro semi-final going on, but we're going to go right into our rider list. Start off for us.
So, right at first, we have Mark Barta. Coming in second, Dimitru Kozman, followed by Diego Giod, Jaba Shkivandia. We have Tim Hadzia Mirfek. Stefan Torres will be after him, followed up by Jeremy Suarez and Maksim Chino. We're going to see the last part of our list here up next. So our ninth rider, coming from Oz, will be CJ Wellsmore, followed by Tomek Shbilic. Roman Abrate will be followed by Yuma Boudouin, Joe Atkinson, Roman Godner, and the reigning champion, Julian Kudo. So as you can see, the course is big, it's bright out, it's a bit windy. I don't know if you can tell by the flags in the back. It is quite hectic out here today, but the riders are juiced, the crowd is pumped, and we're gonna have an awesome time in Budapest.
Yeah, and it's our first time here, like you said. It's going to be an amazing show, but this is the park semi-final. I mean, if you're noticing, in Montpellier, we have the slope style, so we have its own discipline, it's rightfully its own contest. We as well have the park contest in Montpellier, and that is the same that we have over here. Park is shared with the BMX athletes, so that means massive features that are built for very high speed, and that's going to mean that the riders out here are flying on the course to keep momentum going.
So we're dropping in right away, getting started. Up on top, carrying some speed for the big box. Clean 360, landing up top, couldn't quite get into the deck.
360 on the big table. Come on, Byron, give it all, baby. And go on the side.
So coming back over here, around our little wall ride, into the quarter bank. Clean safety grab with Diego coming across the course. 540 up on top. We got 10 more seconds in the run here. Back Nugan to back Nugan. Coming up with 3, 2, 1, and that's going to be it.
This is it. Thank you, Mark.
So we got Mark dropping in. Nice. That'll be it for him. He's our local rider.
Next rider is We have some replay right here on the big screen, so we can enjoy all the action in slow motion. We're going to give the judge a few seconds to come up with their score. Guys, please.
So we're trying to clean the course off, get the riders, get them finished up practicing. Interesting skates out there today. We got Maksim and some Metro rollerblade free skates. Park is big today. You can see most of the riders, you know, going cautious towards big wheels, bigger frames, more speed. There's not a lot of grinding going on here. Alex Broskow was a bit disappointed of the lack of grinding, but somebody's going to win 3,000 euros today, so we're not going to be upset about it.
3, 2, 1.
No, you guys can't be upset about anything that the FISE is doing out here. Amazing that they are coming over and showcasing such action sports abilities. I mean, roller is one of the 2 disciplines that we have on the live stream out here, so it's very cool to see these guys have a show and to put on a show for us out here in Budapest.
Yeah, and one of the guys, not quite a local, but he's from Bucharest. We have Dumitru Kosmin out here, putting together a solid run. Not so many local riders, not like we have in Montpellier and some of the other contests, but we got 3 or 4 out here today that you wouldn't normally get to see if the FISE didn't come to your town. Trying a 360 transfer. There's about a 1.5 meter drop there, so tough to get your balance and land on that.
Inline is part of the FISE overall world ranking system, so we had the contest going all around the world, and we're able to stop at the 4 stops. If you guys have been following, you know that we have 4 stops around the world. We had started off in Montpellier. That's where everything gets started each year. And now this is the 2nd stop here in Budapest. It's our first time here to Budapest, and we thank the city very much for welcoming us with such open arms. It's an amazing opportunity to come out here to such a historic place in Europe. Then in the middle of September, September 15th, we are going to be going to Edmonton, Canada. And November 5th, we are going to be finishing off the World Series in Chengdu, China, like we always do. It's an amazing party. Make sure you line that one up on your agenda. We'll be seeing you on 21st floor.
Oh, Chengdu. Oh, hectic times.
Yeah, actually, last time I saw Joe Atkinson there was a heavy one.
Yeah, rooftops and parties and fire extinguishers and Matthew Heineman. Man, the FISE World Series is a good time.
It's an amazing time. And to be able to be blessed of traveling around the world with such amazing athletes, top of the level. Diego Guillot. He's out here with his beautiful family. He's got a 6-month-old son and his wife. Really rooting for him down here in the crowd. 360 Lukang over the big box. Nice little 450 transfer up into the quarter bowl.
Somebody we've seen quite a bit in the industry. Hardcore street skater.
Looking great with the switch wall ride over the quarter into a flat 450 on that little quarter into bank. Getting tech, trying to go alley-oop soul, alley-oop top soul, but couldn't quite get it.
360 on the spine.
Carrying speed to the wall ride, slipping back a little bit.
Whoa! Just
it's
slipping
busy
up
in there.
with the toe there.
Yeah, lost a lot of speed at the end of that line there, but we're supposed to have 3 runs out here today. I don't know if they've changed the format up because we are a bit late because BMX. So we're going to have 3 runs. It's the best of 2 runs. They average them together, and that'll be your score for the day.
And for the other, we are just getting a correction. Actually, it is going to be cut down. It's going to be 2 heats of 5. Oh, pardon me.
3 heats of 5 people. Coming in second score, we got 77. That'll put them on top above the local riders, but there's a lot more coming up, so we're looking forward to it.
Next rider coming, it's his first international contest.
Let's talk a bit about the weather conditions out here. It's been beautiful until, let's say, 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden we felt a huge storm roll in. The temperature dropped about 10 degrees, and now it's gusting wind. Tell me the effect that the wind has on the inliners.
Yeah, man, the bigger you go, the bigger the effect. If you're up in the air, the wind is really going to affect you. So let's see how it works with some of these riders.
Run number 1.
Going straight into the calm front flip, coming up the deck box. Into a backflip, landing on the coping. A lot of run, a lot of speed, a lot of energy to start here.
That is a huge spine landing, mind me say. It's about 4.5 meters for everyone measuring out there. It's massive, so being able to hold on to that flip, it's very difficult.
If you're measuring in the States, that's about 17 feet.
To be precise. Oh, such weird measurements, you guys.
So over the cameraman and Yuma Boudouin, nice run here, skating it like a bowl. The alley-oop 270 coming across the course right into the stands, getting close to the fans here at the FISE World Series in Budapest. Smashing, absolutely smashing the front flip. Not quite there, but we love the effort.
Nice to see Miguel out there, our regular FISE host from Montpellier. He's been at it for 21 years.
Since the very beginning of the FISE, he is joined by Kato of Remedies Skates fame. Actually also a Montpellier local who immigrated to San Diego something like 20 years ago. So we're getting a look at the run here. This is what you've been waiting for.
The front flip slam.
75, just 2 points behind Diego Guillaude's run. Clean run, used the entire course, got some text tricks, a couple good flips in there. The judges reward that kind of park usage. So coming up next, we have 10. I'm going to try that last name, not to insult him. From Croatia. If you ever get out to Croatia, he puts on the Pannonian Festival in Croatia. It's a wonderful inline comp, a great festival, and a good time for everyone involved. The first one to get grindy, disaster top acid, up to the switch wall ride. Misty flip, great looking run so far. Little one-hand monkey over the spine. Trying to go abstract 540, putting his hands down. The judges will deduct points for that. And a great looking flare.
Ooh.
Goes down at the end, 10 seconds left.
So if you guys are just tuning in with us, this is the FIRS Roller Freestyle Park World Cup. And we are presenting to you the semifinals out here in Budapest. This is the second stop at the FISE World Series. And we're very happy to bring it to you for the first time here in Budapest. However, not the first. It's the 20th anniversary of the FISE, and that continues on throughout the whole entire series. It's an amazing event for all action sports disciplines. And a nice thing about the FISE is that no matter your profession, amateur, what have you, you're able to enter the contest to see if you can test your abilities with the professionals. So there has been some other roller contests going on this week, have there not, AJ?
Yeah, it's been a bit hectic so far. We've had our qualifiers yesterday. It's beautiful, so hot out here. So hot yesterday.
Yeah, it was about 34 degrees Celsius, I believe, as you guys were doing it in the dead of heat, the middle of the afternoon.
Time though. So we're getting another look at our local Mark Barta.
Remember, this guy's an local boy.
360 over the big box, still landing up a bit on top like his first run, but landing the 540 a bit cleaner this time.
Mark has some nice flow going around the park.
He's not doing a ton of tricks, but yeah, if you flow the entire park, that's one of the criteria that the judge want to see. They want to see you use every little bit of every little obstacle out here. And there we go. Abstract 360, then switching to fakie going down. And can't quite hang out to the topsoil. And that'll finish it up for Mark Barta, our local, the townie from Budapest.
And so the runner have 3 runs. The 2 best run counts.
So we're getting a second look at his run. Up and over the spine, or quarter bank. Little fly fish 360 and then fakey on the down.
Don't forget the hashtag FISE World, hashtag FISE Budapest, all the pictures you post.
Make sure if you guys are tuning in on social media, you stay involved with all the action. Check us out on Facebook, FISE.official. That's where you can see all the Facebook live handles and some very interesting content. Twitter and Instagram, we have @FISE World, and Snapchat with some very unique content. FISE World series. Make sure as well you check out the YouTube channel. Get exclusive behind the scenes on our Snapchat and Instagram, as well as highlights and up to date on the Facebook. So make sure as well you hashtag FISE Budapest, because that is how we will be able to monitor what you guys are talking about out here today. If you want to tag in AJ on any of the posts for Inline, make sure you do. I'm sure he'll hit you right back.
So we're going to look at the second run from Dumitru Kozman from Bucharest out here. Started with a huge flip, but couldn't quite keep the speed when he came up the deck. Using the quarter bowl section up on top to get going again. He's got 20 seconds left in his run.
20 seconds, come on, Dumitru.
And you can see on the flags behind him there that it is absolutely windy. And we just had a bike tire pop behind here. I don't know if you could hear that, but it kind of scared the hell out of everybody.
Have debris blowing all over the course. Actually, the wind is hectic right now, to say the least. It's a complete contrast from yesterday.
Yeah, we seem to be surrounded in the bit of an eye of the storm here, though. We're not getting any rain yet. It looks like it's going to hold off. It's got a bit colder, and it is windy as hell out here.
Did you ever watch that movie Twister?
Yeah, of course. Bill Pullman.
Yeah, I feel like we're tornado hunters right now.
Right in the middle of that.
We're going deep.
Yeah, except we built a skate park in the middle of it.
We still want to skate.
All right, we get a look at Diego out there. All right, just dropping 1 point on his second run.
Just give a minute to talk about the Roller Freestyle Park rankings from the FISE World Series 2017. Julian Kudo, 24 years old from France, he took the win out there in Montpellier and has himself the 10,000 on top. The 10,000 points, that is Romain Gaudier. He's in second place there with the 9,000, and Joe Atkinson in third place. This is going to be heating up for a heavy points race to see who is able to stay on top out here in Budapest.
Yeah, Diego's putting a great run together so far, highlighted by the huge flat 450 from the quarter into the bank. He landed the Soyald alley-oop topsoul this time. He fell on that in the first run, so it's good to see him improve his run, because like we said earlier, we're going to have 3 runs, and they're going to average the 2 bus runs together to give you our champion. Oh, awesome kind of bio 540, a little sort of like a Misty, but not quite as off access. Landed on his hip right at the end of the run, though, so it shouldn't affect him too much. So we're going to give you a couple of the highlights of Diego's run coming up. Should be well better than his first run, able to land those tech tricks up on the top.
One more run, all the runners have 3 runs, 2 best counts. I'm looking at the judges here, this is not an easy road to be a judge today.
So 79, as you can see, averaging the scores together, 77 and 79. It's going to put him at a 78 with our live scoring format here, which gives you exactly what you need to see right after the runs.
Rider coming, ladies and gentlemen. Jabba, quick. All the way, Jabba, quick Danny, right here. Continuously, Jabba react, red shirt, up on the platform. Jabba from Georgia, you ready? 3.
All right, we got Java dropping in if we can get him on camera here. There we go. Starting off with a backflip from the deck spine down into the course. Up high on the wall ride for some speed at the box. Good 360, bouncing off the top hump a little bit there, into that front flip up on the deck.
Missing the slam this time.
Yeah, it was good looking. Coming from the gap, Over Miguel, fakey backflip. Ooh. Awesome. That's an amazing trick. A bit curious that he put it right in the middle of his run, but I hope we get to see it again.
Looks like he might be going for it.
Yeah, that's sick. That's a hell of a trick. Probably about a 6-foot drop, 2 meters more or less. Fakey backflip.
Yeah. Oh.
So close, so close. 4 seconds. That's the feast, though. If he wants to do it again, we'll probably let him give it a try. All right, so that'll be it for this run.
Oh. Yeah, that's going to be it.
Yeah, a little bit trying to hype him up, but that's going to hurt. Fakey backflip isn't an easy fall, but he's got one more run, so hopefully he's going to pull it out next time. So to remind you where we're here in Budapest, Hungary for the FISE World Series inline roller semifinals.
Have you ever been to Budapest yourself?
No, but I got here Sunday. The locals have shown me a wonderful time. Got to do a bunch of street skating, a couple parks around the area.
It's an absolutely amazing city, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Breathtaking. The architecture, it has such a history to it, and you can just feel it from looking at it. If you guys aren't familiar, it's separated between Buda and Pest, the two separate cities, and connected with bridges going over the river, and it's just an amazing spectacle to be able to be a part of action sports opening up the contest scene here in Budapest.
And one of our Eastern European locals with disaster to back Sev. That's an awesome trick to start your line off with. He was able to keep speed. It's technical, and we're going to see a really stylish, misty sort of bio 540. Real nice run by the Croatian Hammer 10 so far, right into a flat 5. Really good run from this guy.
Putting together a very nice run.
540, managing to keep his hands off the back of the box. Right into the flare, but he can't keep it up. 15 seconds. Sorry to see him go down like that. That run was looking to be in the 80s or so. So we're going to see one last trick. So here we go. All right, judges aren't going to count it, so he's not going to do it. Oh, there it is, the quarter front flip. But yeah, just to let you know, if they do tricks after the 1 second has left, they're not going to count them this year. But since it's the feast, we still get a lot of that for the crowd.
2 runs, and we gotta go on for the third run of the first rider. First we wait for the scurry of the 74.
All right, his second run's going to get a 74. It's going to put him in second so far with the third runs of our first heat coming up.
And now we are ready to go.
All ready to go back. Next rider. Run number 3 here.
We are ready to go. Mike Bata. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
All right, we got our Budapest local dropping in.
The only rider from Budapest in the semi-final. Come on.
360 over the box. Good line so far, carrying speed, getting spinny. Little fly fish, almost an abstract air. What have you been doing in Budapest all week? How's the city been treating you?
The city has been treating me very well. I went and got a tattoo yesterday, a beautiful hand poke from Rosie. If you follow the tattoo scene, you know who I'm talking about out here in Budapest. And I went to a couple really cool, techno scene is booming a bit in Budapest.
The techno scene, that's something I would not have guessed.
So, I went to some interesting nightlife venues, had some beautiful parties out here on the beach with FISE. They set up an amazing beach party yesterday for the whole entire city, so it's been super fun. It's just been kind of chilling. I rented a bicycle, rode around the city, got very lost. Had to climb over the castle yesterday because the tunnel was closed to go back to our hotel, so I went on like an hour-and-a-half hike up and above, and I was kind of bothered, but I got to the top and there was this amazing 360-degree view of this absolutely elating city, and so it pumped me up quite a bit. Yeah, it was nice.
Beautiful place. So that's going to be the the first rider to finish up all 3 of his runs. Third score was a 62, so he's going to sit at a 63 overall. Coming up next, we have Dumitru Kozmin from Bucharest.
You said that you have been going to some skate spots around here. The locals have been taking you around. How's that been treating you?
Oh man, the locals have been great. I was out here with some Swiss-German BMX street riders. They introduced us to some local rollerbladers. They hooked us up with everything we needed to have a good time. Lots of skate parks, lots of street spots, the nightlife. I mean, Budapest has been absolutely wonderful.
360 per leg grab.
The nice thing about contests out here in Eastern Europe, there's not a huge scene. So when you do contests out here, we get riders that we've never seen who really enjoy their time. They're here in the hotels with the dudes that they really enjoy skating with. It's a big party. There's a whole FISE bubble. You just stay in there. And we've got another pop bike tire. Another pop bike tire.
It's terrifying me, actually.
Yeah, hell, bloody hell.
Okay, so it's definitely not inline wheels, that's for sure.
Nah, those core. So it's a good-looking wall ride, 270 into fakie, but unfortunately keep his balance up, going down right over the FISE logo. So we're getting ready for our current leader to come up, Diego Guillaume. Winds calmed down a little bit.
3, 2, 1,
Good looking. Real big, biggest 3 of the day. 450 up into the bowl.
Come on, Diego. Yeah, wall ride transfer right here.
Great wall ride transfer over the UCI logo into a flat 450.
Going fast.
Oh,
Yeah, going down again on the Soil, the alley-oop topsole. But he's got 20 seconds, so he can still get some hammers in there and try to improve his overall first score.
you guys can see any of the banners, flags, or umbrellas shaking up here in the wind. It's insane how gusty it is right now. So a very difficult weather condition for the athletes to go through.
Misty flip, landing low, but getting it done right into a fakie 5. And that'll finish it out for our current leader, Diego Guillaume.
Third and last ride of the day. He's number 3 on the list. We got 2 more to go for this heat.
So he's number 3 on the list. We have 2 more to go for this heat.
Number 1 in the actual ranking after his run. He may improve his score. We're gonna have it in some 7.
You can hear, we're really like eye of the storm right now, I feel.
Yeah, it's kind of passed us by a bit.
Twister.
A bit dark out here, but I reckon we'll be okay.
Twister featuring Ryan and AJ.
Oh, we out here.
Coming to you live from FISE World Series Budapest.
Yeah, we're up here a bit high too. Nice metal banisters.
From Georgia.
All right, our next rider up from Georgia, the country, not the state, is Jabba.
I hope
Have you ever been to Georgia?
The state, not the country.
No, the country.
Not the state.
I would love to go to the country.
No, I haven't been there.
Should hit it up. I think it's another beautiful city.
Georgia, spring break, Azerbaijan. 360 over the big box. Getting a look at our MC Miguel down there, the camera crew.
You know, AJ, what's been going on since FISE Montpellier? What's been happening in the roll I've seen?
Oh, a whole bunch of roller skating. Can't quite get it.
Going. It's interesting he puts it in the middle of his run. But I mean, it would be very, very sick.
Yeah, it would be the banger of the day thus far, but I mean, you can start it with 5 seconds left. Oh, it didn't count. Damn, he was so close. He should do it again. Oh, he's upset. He's not happy. He's not happy.
Yeah, it's a hard one to go down from 4 times in a row.
Yeah, DC shirt though.
Yo, so you were telling me what's been going on in the inline
Lots of
scene?
rollerblading, lots of filming. Got out in Barcelona with Mikel Prado for a couple weeks, filming his trigger skate edit. If you don't know, you'll see our Trigger Skate Pro Julian Kudo coming up as the last rider today because he's on top. Spent some time filming with his teammate in Barcelona for the new Michel Prado Pro Trigger Skate, so you can check that out in a couple months when it gets here.
You've been kind of on a little bit of a chill tour, haven't you?
Yeah,
been
got to hang out in Rzeszów, Poland for a couple months or a couple weeks. Did the Karpaccia Festival with the Poland boys from Heat Skate. Kuba, Patrick, Tomek, who you're going to see here in a little bit. Can't thank them enough for all the hospitality. And 10 here, who could take Diego off top. Disaster backstab, much nicer than his first one.
Very clean, actually.
Yeah, whole coping too. Misty's sort of off-axis bio 5.
I'm missing it.
Looking great with the flat 5. So far, great run. See if he can get the 540 over the box. 450 to set slide-ish. Same as last run. Good looking at the beginning with that 540 and then the flare. He's kind of had an issue with that all 3 of his runs. But we love seeing 10 out here, like we said before. He ushers in at the Pannonian Festival in Croatia, which is a great rollerblade comp. One of the few comps going on in Eastern Europe this time of year. All right, so that's going to finish up our first heat here at the 2017 FISE World Series Inline Budapest, Hungary stop. We out here, 2017 FISE World Series. Later, gang. So if you've never been to Budapest, it is a vacation destination, especially if you're looking to skate street. The security's a bit lax, lots of marble. It's a small city and there's a river that runs right down the middle of it, so you'd have to be an idiot to get lost. I mean, it's really nice to get around. The local riders will show you a good time, and it's got everything you need to have a good time.
This is sure to be a good one. I'm going to make Stefan Torres for you.
So our second heat here, we're going to have Stefan Torres, Jeremy Suarez, Maksim Chino, followed by CJ Wellsmore, and the Polish hammer, Tomek Przybylik. That goes cute.
So we have a couple minutes of practice for the second heat out here.
Yeah, getting a look at Stefan Torres there. Hey, some of the locals like David and that kid's hat. Get a good look at the Julian Kudo Pro Trigger Skate right there. Chances are he's on Instagram, keeping you up to date with what's going on here. He was one of the Instagram ambassadors for the FISE World, so you got to see lots of good content if you logged in yesterday. So we got a couple more seconds of warm-up here. If you see those Worm logos pasted around the comp, that is an app that is helping to promote the FISE here in Budapest. Get Worm.
Yeah, Worm is actually the platform to basically watch additional interactive slow motion content. And it's the app that we use out here at the FISE. So if you're watching the social media and you see any of the content slowed down, chances are we've used the Worm app for it. And there's a lot of action sports athletes around the world using this application. If you want to be using similar footage to what they're doing, if you want to watch their content, make sure you get the Worm app. It's available on the iTunes store for download, both as well for Android and iPhone.
So Stefan Torres getting it started. Big reverse air over the box, came back with a 360. Some tech tricks up in the bowl section of the deck. And a 450 abstract off the quarter into the bank, coming fakie to the wall ride. Little 360. Speed's died down a bit, but he's going to get back up to the deck, so hopefully he can pick it up for the last 10 seconds. Oh, 720 to flat pretty much. I don't know if he was trying to go to flat or trying to land in the bank, but that'll be it for the first run in the second heat.
Right now, you're gonna see his best images on the screen, and we're gonna go on with the next rider.
So Stefan Torres is just one of those dudes that speaks French, pops up every so often for a big comp, and absolutely shreds. So it's nice to see different riders out here for each comp.
Next rider. Waiting for the scoring.
Hanging out, waiting for the score for Stefan Torres' his first run. He's the first rider in the second heat if you're just checking in with us.
Getting ready. Wait for the start, please, Jeremy. There he is.
Getting a look at our next rider, Jeremy Suarez, Belgium's best. So Stefan comes in with a 79 to start. That's going to put him on top immediately. Suarez is riding for Posay Clothing out of Belgium, right out of Brussels, hometown brand for him.
Run number 1.
Good looking mute grab, picking up speed.
Whoa,
Nice,
speed and
huge flat
amplitude.
40, using the entire ramp there, all the way to the edge. Clean mute 360. Really no problem carrying speed here. He's a powerful rollerblader. Your monkey plant 360. Kong up over the deck box. 360 into the spine. He's got 10 seconds left, so hopefully we'll see one more from Suarez. All right, to mute back on that logo. We want to send a lot of love out to Frederick Anderson, who broke his leg in his first qualifying run yesterday. We love that dude. We were excited to see him skate. We hope you're listening to this, you know, nice and low back at the place, trying not to be in too much pain.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Wait for the start, please.
So it's going to be our current leader, Jeremy Suarez, with an 82.
Nice run right here from Jeremy. Pointing. 82 points. So Jeremy Suarez is the actual leader. And we have the next rider coming from Switzerland.
So our next rider coming from Switzerland is Maksim Chino. One of the riders who, because this was so close in Eastern Europe, could just pop on over to Budapest, no problems to get in the comp. He's actually riding the Rollerblade Metro Blade. They're free skates with free skate frames.
Yeah, it's going the distance on that wall ride.
He's got the big wheels.
Whoa!
He knows what to do in this course.
Yeah, so far more amplitude than anybody consistently.
Big transfer right here, transfer right here.
So you want to see tech tricks, but if you don't feel like that's what you need to do, I mean, you can skate the whole part kind of like one bowl, and that's what Maxim's kind of strategy out here was. You know, you don't need to be on the coping, you need to be in the air.
Come on, Maxim. 10 seconds. On the big table.
Ooh, little over rotated 540, possibly going for the 720, but we're not sure yet.
Thank you, Maxim. We've got 2 more runs today.
So that's gonna do it. That's a different style, the Rollerblade Metro Blades. Those are more for skating around the city, but if you can rock them as hard as he does, they'll work for you here at the FISE. Get a look at the camaraderie there with Joe, Team Solomon, Maksim Chino.
Rider number 3 in the second heat was Max Chino. We are waiting for 77 points. We're gonna go to
So 77 in his first run, that's gonna put him in 4th overall so far. We're here in the second heat, right in the middle. 3 heats total. All right, so someone you're sure to know here, we love to see him out at more events like this, is CJ Wellsmore, our Senna and Saba Pro from Sydney, Australia, of Vine Street and Vine Street 2 fame. Good looking alley-oop Luke Kang 270. Handplant wall ride around the corner. It's getting real windy out here in the middle of this run. Soul getting tech around the corner. Back Royale the opposite way around the corner. Front Sav. Switch back Royale. It's good to see some tech tricks represented up on the top of the deck. pumping the crowd up.
10 seconds. Big smile on his face.
So a lot of course usage here. Real nice. Hand plant to fakie into the transfer.
CJ, that's gonna do it.
CJ with the backflip. So that'll be it for CJ's first run. He stayed up. He had a bunch of tech grinds up top of the deck. Some nice clean airs. He used the whole park. So we'd like to see a nice score for CJ.
He knows how to skate hard. He knows how to party hard. Oh, yes. He's very much enjoying Budapest for the past few days. CJ on the farm.
I'm hoping that it's going to hold off here because, as we said before, there's 3 heats, 5 riders. It's getting very dark. CJ.
Yeah, by far one of the most stylish riders in the world. Street-oriented. He's hanging out, working for Skater HQ in Australia. He wants to say what's up to the Skater HQ fam. Any of the kids that he's teaching, if you're watching this at home, you know, keep on shredding. And he's on top right now. Lots of tech tricks. It looks like it's going to be tech-oriented, which is kind of cool. That's not what the park is meant for. It's a BMX park. But the way that the rollerbladers get to use it, it differentiates, and it's great. So dropping it right now, Tomasz Pishbilik. Straight into the fakie Misty 7. Amazing run thus far. 360 in, chopping up on top of the spine. Carrying lots of speed. Big straight air up over the coping. A switch mute grab from Tomek. Hammer of a trick right into a front salve. Tomek wanted to throw it out to all the dudes back in Katowice, his girlfriend, and Will Smith. All right, a second 450. It's good line so far. Manages to get the backflip in time. He's got 5 seconds. Gets another fakie bio in. Right in front of his old sponsor. He used to ride rims, currently riding the Aeon 72 millimeters, throwing it out for power slide and heathen skate in Katowice, Poland. So good run. He probably put more tricks in there than anyone else thus far. And 81, that'll put him up near the top.
So we're gonna take the first rider for the second run. Actually on the 4th place.
It's getting a bit cold out here, isn't it?
Should dress appropriately there, AJ.
I did at 2 o'clock. So that's our boy water model Tomek Pishbilik, looking good, repping heathen skate and roll camp out of Katowice, Poland. So we're going to get right into the second run in our second heat here at the 2017 FISE World Series Budapest Inline Comp. What's going on, Tomek? So getting a look at Stefan Torres there. Riding Kaiser level 3s, 72 millimeter wheels. Lots of speed here. Abstract, no grab 360. Oh, the first one to get up on the coping of the big wall. Makio stall. Ooh, trying to go flat spin 5, sort of abstract 5. So far, so good. 270 alley-oop unity. 450 abstract air coming up to the hip. Ooh, just tripping up there in the middle. He's still got 15 seconds left though, so we'll see if we can get a couple more tricks in, up that score for his second run.
I love to see those guys with a smile. This is what it's all about, having a good time. Skating and enjoying, having fun.
All right, and that'll be it for Stefan Torres. Probably not the run he wanted to put together, but he's got one more here in our second heat.
All the riders still seem to be having a pretty good time out there. Happy to be out here in Budapest and still stoked that there's a crowd they can put on a show for right now.
Get a look at one of the locals. We got Igor down there taking in the event. Lots of roller dudes hanging out. It's a good time. Big party here at the FISE per usual.
You you guys are wondering what other content is going on at the FISE World Series Budapest, we're going to have a second day of competition tomorrow, but as well, still today, the second zone over there. It's going to be at 8 o'clock as a BMX Freestyle Flatland Pro Contest. We might be starting that a little early, so stay tuned for the update on that. But Jeremy Suarez on fire.
Huge, absolutely massive flat 3 into the bank. Almost like a flat 450 the way he comes all the way around.
This is also what judges are looking for. You gotta go big, but you gotta look
Jeremy
good.
rides rollerblade, currently on the rollerblade new jack and for Pose clothing, like we said.
Come on, Jeremy. All right.
Little alley-oop wall ride mute. Fakie into the hip.
30 seconds for Jeremy.
Putting a fakie line together.
Goes there, spin
Oh,
540.
fakie 540.
75.
Oh, he's either going for true fish set slide into the corner there or true fish stall. Either way, putting a hand down is not going to get it done. We love to see Jeremy Suarez out there. He's always at the feet. He's always in the top. He's one of the most powerful riders, biggest airs in rollerblading these days, representing Arm Day. If you got nothing else to do, do Arm Day.
Visiting the city at night. Having a good time. Jeremy Suarez always visits cities at night.
So can look at Suarez's profile and Suarez's dreadlocks. His next score is going to be a 77 from Brussels, representing Celtic. What else do we got there? Light bulb, roll, roll, roll. All right, our next rider is from Switzerland, Maksim Chino in his rollerblade Metro blades. Taking tons of speed across to the wall ride. All the way across, longest wall ride by far, most speed. Rides the entire course like it's a single bowl, so it's real unique.
Yeah, Maxime on the big mushroom. Back on the course.
Lots of speed around this course so far.
This side is flying around.
Little alley-oop set slide. There we go, abstract 5. That's what he fell on in the first run, right into a Phillips over the box. So lots of speed, little bit of tech tricks with the Phillips and the 5.
15 seconds left.
But he's been around this course 2 or 3 times already. You can see him absolutely gassed, but real fast in those rollerblade Metro blades.
Thank you.
And that'll be it for Maksim Chino.
Maksim Chino. This was your second run out of 3.
I don't know if you can hear it. It's gotten a bit windier out here. Twister conditions.
I think we've mentioned it way too much, but it's really the only thing on our minds at the moment. I can't believe that the competitors are still, having so much fun out there. But that's true FISE fashion, Whatever's happening, let's go out and have a blast.
The Sharknado threat, that's what people don't know about Hungary. Dangerous out here. All right, crowd favorite, rollerblade industry favorite, CJ Wellsmore. You see him looking good there in his Arsena brand t-shirts, Montpellier brand, inline exclusive, great stuff, real steezy alley-oop 270 Lukang, stalling it like just CJ does.
Spider-Man stall.
Carrying lots of speed through the deck here, sole up around, probably backside Royale.
Nice back rail around the corner.
Front Sav, back to forward, coming into backside Royale, switch around the other side. Got 10 seconds left. Nice clean air. So sort of a 630, not a lot of amplitude, but the judges will count it as a trick, and that'll be it for CJ with the backy. Throwing it out for Skater headquarters in Australia. If you need to get skates, skaterhq.com in Australia.
He's a showman. TV Australia.
CJ's rocking his own pro skate, the new Seba. These aren't carbon, they're Seba plastic pro skates. They come in a black and white colorway.
All the way around the world to Budapest. Let's skate and party.
So you saw CJ was sitting on top there so far with an overall of an 87
Awesome.
after the 2 runs. Keep in mind, right as the second heat here, still have 1 more run to go.
So, head and skate rider Tomek. Let's see what he's got. A nice flat 5, going backwards up to the deck. 360 over the deck spine. Clean run so far, nice safety grab. Little rocket 270 alley-oop over the hip. Tomek's putting a nice line together, but we'd like to see a bit more amplitude from him. Tech tricks up on the top. Nice little 450 into the bank. Good course usage, like we've said. Good looking 540. Into a backy. Lots of tricks. He uses every single obstacle. Seems to get around a bit more than some of the other riders, managing to flip and spin on every quarter in sight. And that'll be it. That'll be the second run for Tomek here in the second heat of our 2017 FISE World Series Budapest stop. So here we get a look, tired out there, riding gray Aeon 72 millimeter, 8 wheels down, doing a great job out here on the course. So 85.66, that'll do an 83.33 overall, currently sitting in second behind CJ Wellsmore. Judges doing a great job today. We have Joey Egan, Blake Bird, and Mathieu Heineman, all OG rollers. They know what they're doing, and they're doing a good job today. Going for the corkscrew 900, but couldn't quite get all the way around. Top passage, sliding across the spine up on the deck. Oh, going for the disaster unity into the other quarter, so close. The first guy to try going quarter to quarter like that so far. Little true fish stall, 270 in. Trying to go 270 backslide to Sweaty, but couldn't quite get it down there. And that'll be it for Stefan Torres here in the second heat.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
So if you're just checking in with us, that'll be the final run for Stefan Torres here in the second heat. We have the final run of Jeremy Suarez, Maksim Chino, CJ Wellsmore, and Tomek Przybylak coming up next. And then in our third heat, we're going to have Roman Abrat, Yuma Boudouin, Joe Atkinson, Roman Godiner, and our current champion, Trigger Skate Pro, Julian Kudo from Paris.
Series 2017 in Budapest with the next rider from Belgium.
So there we get a look at Suarez from Brussels. Dropping in. Thus far, he's been going for the same awesome line. Big air on the hip, right into what we assume will be massive flat 450.
That flat 450 is beautiful from Suarez. The Suarez show is on right now.
Suarez currently sitting in third place with an overall of 79.5. Let's see if this third run score can bump him up.
So we got 10 seconds left. Suarez getting topsoil up on the deck there.
3,
So that'll finish it up. Suarez had a good showing a couple weeks ago at the food fight in Belgium at his local skate park. I want to say what's up to Jeremy Kessler, also in Brussels, all the local dudes there, Remy, the guys in the Posay house.
Suarez with a 13.
So third run, 83. That's going to put him in third place behind CJ Wellsmore and Tomek Prishbilic. Coming up next, Maksim Chino, repping big wheels, rides the whole park like it's one little bowl. Lots of enthusiasm. 50 seconds to get it cracking.
Whoa, going a little heavy, hectic for speed there.
Yeah, it's tough to tell at home too because the camera crew does such a good job, but it is getting dark out here.
Yeah, we all up on those high ISOs.
There we go. Yeah, more speed by far than any other rider, but his runs do lack a little bit of the technicality, a little bit of the spinning of some of the guys on top. Whoa, getting caught in the bowl there, going down, taking a swim.
15 seconds, not even 10 seconds.
So we got one more trick for Maksim here.
Maksim Chino going for the box jump here.
Trying a 900, but sliding in on the bank. Good to see him give it out there for his third run here, though. That's going to be it for Maksim for the day here in the second heat.
Maksim Chino, 25 years old. 2 more riders to go for the second heat.
So we got 2 more riders to go for this second heat. We are going to be followed up by Tomek Prishbilic.
Second stop with the FIRS World Cup.
And CJ Wellsmore, our current 1 and 2.
72 points for Maksim. The next rider, ladies and gentlemen, from Sydney, Australia, CJ Wellsmore, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
So from Sydney, Australia, CJ Wellsmore dropping in, riding for Seabiscate and Skater HQ. Back Royale, first one to get across the bank. Awesome line so far. CJ's juiced, you can see it. Little illusion, sort of fakey to illusion 3 up over the box. Getting Miguel out of the way. Oh, squirrely, right in front of Kato, up over the quarter pipe. Hell, that was close. It's a shame to see the run started out so positive, but he's on top currently, but will he be able to stay there through our third heat?
I mean, an 86 and an 88 followed in the second run. I don't know if the third run is going to beat that 88.
Ooh, going for a flat 5, a bit off on the grab, but the judges will count it. True fish stall, 270 in. That'll be it for CJ here in our third run of our second heat.
Waiting for the points of CJ Wellsmore.
So we're hanging out. If you're just joining us, we're waiting for the points for CJ Wellsmore here in his final run.
We're hanging out when we shouldn't be hanging out, actually. That's what's going on.
Chilly and it's cold, but it's such a damn good time.
I was dressed for like 35-degree weather, and it feels like 10 now. Hey, but Budapest is usually pretty phenomenal. I don't know if you brought a curse or something with you, AJ.
No way, man. I've been here since Sunday, and it's all been positive, so everything's great for me.
Second place in the ranking from Poland is Tomek Prishbilic. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
All right, one of the top riders in the world from Poland, drop sole up on the huge bank, real unique. 360 double grab over the box. We love to see Tomek skating well.
First place, yesterday.
Big smile on his face, coming over the other riders. 450 going hip to bank. Up around the wall, couldn't carry a lot of speed through. Soul, real unique line, real tech, lots of big airs. I think this is going to be a good score for him. Really switching up the line from the first 2 runs, which is nice. That's what the format of 2 average runs will do for you. As long as you've got 2 good ones under your belt, you can go and throw it out there for the 3rd run. Yeah, 450 into the last wall. Heat Skate Pro, Tomek Przybylik, absolutely killing it. I think that might put him on top, but we'll have to see if it can beat CJ's 2 average runs. But man, that was amazing. All right, currently in 2nd after 10 riders, but we'll see if that run can put him up on top.
How many other riders we got?
5 more riders left. So 82.
So he's still going to be taking his 2nd run score there. So you see on screen, you see an 83.88. That's the accumulation of. Oh, actually, that's accumulation of his 2nd and 3rd run scores. So yeah, that's boosting his average up a tiny bit, but still holding position there in 2nd.
Yeah, awesome run though. Real unique style. Real good use of the course.
And we're going to be rolling in to the next 5.
So we're going to show you some highlights from the 2nd heat here. We got the backflip from CJ Wellsmore. Good looking 450 from Tomek Przybylik.
It's gonna be some heat, guys.
So the next 5 up is going to be Roman Abrot, Yuma Baudouin, Joe Atkinson, Romain Gaudier, and Julian Kudo. So that's going to finish off our 3rd and final heat out here for the semifinals, where he's going to be testing it out. How many guys are making it through to finals?
All of them.
All of them. So we're just doing a seeding right now.
Basically just a seeding, which is great. I mean,
a live seeding, I love that. Yeah. More coverage, more action.
But it works for tomorrow. We get to see more rollerblading on day 2. Here we get a look at the crowd, still hanging out, braving the weather. You really can't tell. It looks beautiful through the screen.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, the ISOs. Serious. Okay, so riders are warming up on the park right now. You see, so I think they're going to be clearing it off, and we'll get this 3rd heat rolling. Get it here, rolling.
Stop skating, please, everybody. We have to go. It's ready, more or less. All right, I clear the course for Roman. He's ready to go. Roman,
All right, so we're going to get started here in the early evening in Budapest, Hungary.
Roman Abrot getting into position to start his 1st run off.
Yeah, getting some water down him, top of the box. All right, Roman dropping in, riding his USD 7, starting off with a really clean 900, first one of the day. 540 up above the coping. This is going to be a great heat. 5 of the top bladers in the world in an amazing park built for their style of skating. Flat 450. Real clean, floating over, landing on the top. Beautiful misty flip from Roman. I don't know if you can tell, he's got his custom USD 7s on. He's actually dyed them sort of a maroon burgundy, and they're looking real good. Around the corner on the transfer, alley-oop top acid up on the bank. Little 450 over the hip, and that'll finish it off for Roman. Great run, started it off with a 900, had a super clean misty right in the middle, getting it done.
He had speed, he had amplitude, he used the whole part, it looked good. And this is what the judges are looking for today. Nice one, Roman. That was his 1st run.
So 91, that'll put Roman on top after his 1st run. Good to see. The judges were rewarding the 900. He didn't fall, didn't put his hand down. Real good run, best of the day by far. All right, coming up next, Yuma Boudouin from Gap, France. Awesome, real clean corkscrew Liu Kang 900. Misty flip backwards. That's about a 3-meter drop from the top of that ramp into the landing when you go over it backwards like that. About a meter, 3 feet or so. So let's see if you can get it again. Misty flip backwards to flat. Laying out. Not going to count it, but that's a hell of a way to start your line. I hope he's okay. It's a bit haggard there.
That was a heavy one.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, heavy on the landing.
We love seeing Yuma out here. He's always a threat for a 1080, a 1260, something just to be thrown like that. Chance to win at every competition. All right, speaking of a chance to win at every competition, our next rider is Joe Atkinson. Straight off the plane, came from Canada to Iceland to London, just made it here. Woo. Wants to thank WOW Airlines for getting his bags to him 3 days later. His skate showed up just in time, going with the drop sole here. Team Solomon All-Star, big fly fish 360. Oh, trying to go little quarter disaster back into the hip. We haven't seen anyone try anything like that. Rocking a 65mm Go Project, Joe Atkinson wheels. Coming up, a little alley-oop wall ride into fake. He's slipping out though. Joe actually hasn't been skating that much later. He's been working for Cirque du Soleil in Canada, doing acrobatic stuff, some ice skating.
Really?
Yeah, but he says he misses the rollerblading. I mean, who can blame him? These are great times, and he's so good at it. Right into a backy up on the deck. So that'll be it for Joe. Not the best line he can put together. He won't be happy with it, but let's see what the judges think.
Next rider, quite a progress.
Thought he got a haircut for a minute. It's just tucked away.
It's tucked away, man.
Waiting for the points.
Yeah, no, it's man bun under that helmet.
67, you 10th place.
So 67, that'll put him in 10th. So he's gonna have to do it together with his next 2 runs to average something a bit better. Up here from Paris, France, Romain Godinaire. Possible chance for a double flip. Starts off with a really good-looking 720.
Nice 360 backwards over the box.
Real good, skating fast, flat 3. Starts off with lots of spins. Yeah. Only one to hit the coping on that transfer yet. Right into a flare flip. He's killing it. Looking good with the Royale de Fakie. Really putting the line together like no one else so far has. 540 over backwards on the deck box.
Ooh.
Sort of a backflip, but there is a 90-degree turn, so it's almost a flare there.
Called a hip flip.
Yeah, lots of flips. Zero bow. Kind grind to fakie to zero backy, but that's as the clock expired. That was a hell of a run.
That was very nice from Mr. Good, yeah.
Damn near dizzy after that.
Yeah, so coming out hot there.
Yeah, he was killing it. He had a big chance to win in Montpellier with the double flip at the end of the slope style, so he's always going to be in good shape.
Check out the standings there. You see Romana Brot in first place right now with a 91 from his first run. Then we have Romain in second place with an 89. We're going to have to see how these scores are going to average out when they get the next 2 runs in.
But up now, the current champion, a trigger skate pro, Julian Kudo. Lots of speed across the park, all the way up to the wall ride. Good looking hand plant, almost too much speed. Flat stale 3 in his own pro skate. A little Kong to fakie. Lots of speed up to the hip. Good looking flat 450 with the abstract where you put the legs across each other all the way around the wall ride. Alley-oop top acid on the bank.
He's doing the big tricks.
Getting back up onto the deck, so get some tech tricks involved. All right, we got 10 seconds left for the current champion. Oh, drop backflip to splits. So that'll finish it out for the last rider. So we're in the third heat today. We're going to start with the second runs of the third heat coming up.
We're going to go back to the beginning of the list. We're waiting for the 14th.
So there we get a look at Julian from Paris, France, rocking his Trigger Pro Skate. Riding for Nomad Shop.
It's the last rider, first heat. We still have 3 runs.
So last rider, first heat. We still have 5 more riders, 10 more runs to get it done.
66 is the 4th place.
So 84.66, that'll put him in 4th place thus far this afternoon, this evening almost.
Let's go more, 15 more seconds for you.
All right, 50 seconds for Roman Abrat. Big disaster backslide, wall ride over the hip. Clean 450 into the hip. 360 over the big box and his bright red USD 7s. Riding Kaiser wheels, undercover wheels, Kaiser frames, and wicked bearings.
450. Back on the big box.
Clean flat 5. And this will be the last trick for Roman Abrat. That'll finish it off for him. Our current leader, Roman Abrat, finishes up his second run in our third heat.
Yes, next rider to go. It's going to be Julian Kudo. We are waiting for the points of...
So we're hanging out in Budapest, Hungary, here at the FISE World Series 2017. Our second stop for the inline competition.
At the first stop, how are things looking on the rankings?
The rankings are looking good so far. Our current champion, sitting in first place, Julian Kudo with 10,000 points, followed by Roman Godinaire, Joe Atkinson, Yuma Boudouin. In 5th place in the overall standings is Roman Abrat, and that'll round out our top 5. And we get a look at our MC, Master of Ceremony, in his FISE shirt, Kato Mathieu of Montpellier Remedy Skates fame.
Give a shout out to Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo, Jacoby, back home. We're missing you here, bud.
And Dom. All the festivals you guys have been attending.
We got Yuma dropping in. Absolutely killing it. Huge cork 9 right into a flat 3.
Yeah,
Taking lots of speed.
Nice way of gathering speed over that box jump.
Coming all the way across. Oh, trying to get backside Royale disaster up onto the deck quarter, but couldn't quite make it up top. Misty flip backwards over the deck box, really clean, carried lots of speed towards the alley-oop wall ride.
10 seconds.
So we got 5 seconds left here for Yuma. Trying to 5 flip, couldn't quite get it on the backside of the deck box. So that'll be his second run here in the third heat.
Nice job, Yuma. This is our last heat, run number 2. We got 3 more riders to go.
So coming up next, we have got the UK's finest Joe Atkinson, riding for Team Solomon.
Here we have 80 points for Yuma Boudouin. Our next rider, Joe Atkinson.
So Yuma bumping up with that 80.33, gets himself into 11th place, and he'll definitely have to step up, but he has some contention if he keeps that second run and moves a bit better into the third run. We'll have to see, but Joe Atkinson, he's on deck going for his second run. Man who we're used to seeing on top right now.
Yeah, started off with a big drop sole right into the flat 5, going down on the same transfer again, trying to sort of, not invert it, but come back towards the quarter around that hip.
Up on the spine.
So wall ride to fakie. Fakie 7 over the flat box. Lots of nice tricks, but we need to see him put a big run together. And that'll be it for Joe, pumping up the crowd. Just not feeling it in his second line. Unfortunately, it's an average of 2 runs put together, so no matter what it is in this third run, not really going to be able to put him up that high. But he'll be qualifying for tomorrow. He's still putting a show on for the crowd.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Joe Atkinson, please.
So that'll be it for the second run in our third heat for Joe Atkinson. Joe wants to say what's up to all the UK homies: Nick Lomax, Sam Crofts, Sam Bowers, Jake Elliott, Loco Skates, everyone back in the UK checking out the FISE live cast. A little bit of English, brekkie, and tea.
All right, Joe, the judges.
So second run, 68.66. That's not going to do it for him. That's going to keep him down near the bottom, but he's got 1 run left to improve his score.
Let's go. Bring the heat. You know you can do it.
Starting with a 360 over the box. Roman Godinaire, another 360, real nice over the box backwards. Awesome inverted 720, sort of a bio spin off axis. Good looking flare. Kind grind. Getting tech up on the deck. Back royale carrying speed to the spine. Awesome 720. 360. Putting lots of spins in this run so far. So we got 10 seconds left for Roman Godinaire in the semifinals at our FISE World Series Budapest stop. Sweaty. Love us a sweat stance. And still grabbed a fakie. That's a nice line. Lots of spinning, some tech up on the deck. Got it done. Should be able to improve his first run, even though he's already quite far up there.
Camera's making it look like it's daylight out here.
know, it's
or like
dark
there's
as hell.
lines. Or like there's lights, I mean. There are no lights on course. Just to let you know. It's just very high ISO.
There are a couple out there.
No, it's more like lights for
So
the
he
VIP.
does improve on his first run by 0.66, and that's enough to bump him up over Roman Abrat. But dropping in right now, our current champion with the Hawaiian shirt steez, Julian Kudo. Awesome invert up on the wall. Double grab Liu Kang to mute flat 360 with the monkey plant to sort of illusion fakie over the spine. Real nice flat 450 off the hip. Carrying lots of speed side to side. Alley-oop top acid up on the bank. Coming back up on the deck. Carrying speed for hopefully we're going to see a fakie backy. For a backflip drop in. 360. 360 though, he landed it, so that's better. All right, I mean, people want to see the backflip drop in, but he got to continue his line, so I think it was a smart move for him. And that'll be it for the second run for our current champion, Julian Kudo, Trigger Skate Professional here in FISE World Series Budapest. Le Professionnel.
Merci beaucoup. Merci. Right, we're going to have the last run.
All right, so that is the last run for our second runs. We're going to get into the final run of our third heat, and they just turned the lights out. Just got darker, right? They just turned the lights out.
I think it's actually affecting the cameras, maybe they turned it
That makes
up.
sense. All right, so dropping in Our former leader just replaced is Roman Abrat.
Last run of the day for him. 50 seconds.
Whoa,
Backside around the
squirrely.
corner.
Could be just low light situation as well. I mean, I know my eyes are far too bad to compete in,
Yeah, it's
Light
getting a
like
bit hectic
this?
out there.
but I mean, the boys are slaying it out there.
Yeah, they're
So
professionals. They're managing.
Back to the boards. To the whole right, picking up the speed.
Looking at Yuma up on the deck. Good looking 540. Putting two hands down. The judges are going to take some points for that. Alley-oop top acid.
Right on the 4-5. Yes, side with top passage.
Switch alley-oop top acid. Looking real good out there for his third run.
Nice transfer, transfer.
Nice little flat spin, sort of a backflip onto the hip. And that's going to be it for our third run for Roman Abrat.
yeah, you see him doing the eyes. Can't. It's very difficult for him to see out there. He's saying.
Yeah, I think it is for everyone. But we'll have to make do. Everyone qualifies, so we're going to be all right tomorrow.
It's quite cool to see actually how technology makes things appear a little different than it is.
From France.
Okay, moving forward.
Yeah, hanging out, waiting for Roman's score for the third run.
Okay, Roman's score comes in there. We have it on our screen. It's going to be displayed for you guys. Nope, staying in second place. So he got an 87 for the third run. He's going to be sticking with the first two run scores.
So we're going to look at Yuma here. Good looking cork 900 with a Liu Kang grab. Right into a flat 3. Just throwing the 540 awesome over the backside of the box. Tons of speed still. See if we can get up to the coping. Oh, 450 transfer, safe. Playing it nice with the topsail on the hip. A little flat 3. Squirrely, but managing to stay on his feet, which the judges want to see. Again, our judges for the competition are Matthew Heineman, Blake Bird, and Joey Egan. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're doing a damn good job these days. Sitting it down on the flare at the end of the run. Lots of spins, though. The second 900 we've seen from competitors today. It's a good-looking run. I think he'll up his score a bit. Currently sitting in 11th place. So Yuma Boudouin, third run. We still have 3 riders left to go. 88.33, his best run by far, will put him in 5th place, just behind Julian Kudo, CJ Wellsmore, Roman Abrat, and Roman Godinair. So dropping in now, UK local Joe Atkinson, charging lots of speed all the way across the wall ride. Coming up, riding it like a bull. See, third time for the transfer, gets across it. Continuing his run, pumping along the deck. So we can see another fakie 7. Awesome, first fakie 7 we've seen like that over the deck.
He was happy with that line.
It's good to see him complete one. So 15 seconds left in the third run for Joe Atkinson, trying to get up top. Can't quite get up top. Trying to get some help from our staff. Get him up there. All right, so that'll be the last trick for Joe Atkinson.
He's going to do one for the crowd.
The crowd in the dark. Woo! Little set slide hand plant, inverted 360. Awesome trick for the crowd. Dabbing it up for the Facebook live cast. All right, so Joe's run is going to be an 82, his best run of the day, but it's not going to move him up too much farther. He's in 11th place currently.
First, the scoring of Joe. Got it.
So we got 2 riders left today. We have Roman Godinair and Julian Kudo. Either one could win the championship this weekend. carrying speed backwards over the box. Great looking inverted flat 360 Liu Kang, getting his foot straight up in the air. Royale the fakie coming up. Little fakie 540. 360 backwards over the box. Real nice run from Roden Godinair, who's currently sitting near the leaderboard at top. All right, that's going to be it for Roman. I think it's getting a bit dark out there for him, but he's our current leader with an overall score of 89.33, and I'm assuming that's going to stay the same after that run. All right, so coming up now is our last rider of the day, the current champion from Paris, France, Nomad Shop Trigger Skate Pro, Julian Kudo. So 87.66, that means he'll stay with his score of 89.33, keeping him on top.
That's another one, I don't care, 87 points. Next rider to go, Mr. Julian Cujo. It's the last rider. Everybody make some noise for Julian.
All right, our current champion getting a good look here. Carrying lots of speed. See where he's going. 360 up on top of the wall ride. There didn't used to be a table there. I think he was trying to continue his line all the way across, but there happens to be a live scoring table up there now. So big double grab, flat 3 from Julian Kudo. Bit squirrely after running into that table up there, but he'll be all right. Still putting down an awesome run. 360 drop-in, heading towards the hip. Great looking Misty flip. So charging up for our last trick. Going for disaster top acid up on the deck, but that'll finish it off for Julian Kudo. Gutted and tired out there, but so far a good day. That'll finish it up in Budapest for our inline semifinals.
Man, the riders going through a lot out here, the weather conditions, and then skies kind of caving in on us and getting incredibly dark. So great to see the crowd is still out here watching everyone. We have the BMX Flatland. It's already started over in the B area. But that wrapped up the semifinals here for the inline contest. If weather permits, we're going to carry through tomorrow, and we're going to be doing the finals of roller, and it's going to be in the afternoon this time at 3:45 p.m.
So that's it. That's 82.33 for Julian Kudo. That means that's it for our day here in Budapest. He is going to go to 4th place. So our leaderboard is Roman Godinair, Roman Abrat, CJ Wellsmore, and Julian Kudo in 4th.
So that's going to do it. Roman Godinair on top. He's the first place semifinalist out of today. It's been an amazing roll of events. Thank you so much, AJ, for joining us once again. I hope that we're going to have a full blow contest tomorrow. And so stay tuned. If you guys want to check out any of the other action, we have BMX Freestyle Flat Pro coming at you right now is the semifinals. Thank you so much on behalf of Ryan Meyer, everyone here at FISE World Series Budapest, and AJ Stein. Thanks for tuning in for the inline. We'll catch you tomorrow for the finals at 3:45 p.m.
All right, guys, we just want to say goodbye from Budapest. It's been a wonderful time. Best job in rollerblading.